Hi, my name is Andy, and I'm the founder of High Altitude Recruiting. And over the past 15 years, I've placed over hundreds of candidates. Today, we're going to walk through how to optimize your LinkedIn profile to ensure your profile is easy to find for both hiring managers and recruiters. First, many don't know there's a tool called LinkedIn Recruiter that allows recruiters to search for candidates by uploading a job description and then using hundreds of filters to adjust their search to pinpoint the right candidate. If you're unhappy in your role, make sure in the settings you've turned on open to work for just recruiters. It populates your profile to the top of the recruiter's candidate search. If you're unemployed, put the green banner around your photo and drop a sentence in the about section with the keywords recently laid off or open to work, as this helps populate you higher on a search when recruiters do a Boolean search and put in those key phrases. Next, first impressions matter, and a high quality profile photo helps make your profile more approachable and professional. Now to your headline. Instead of just listing your job title, use the headline to highlight your expertise or value proposition. Be specific about what you do and what sets you apart. An example would be digital marketing specialist is your title, but then helping brands grow through data-driven campaigns instead of just digital marketing specialist. This one is overlooked by a lot of people, but customize your URL in the settings. Having a personalized LinkedIn URL makes it easy to share and looks more professional. And short, memorable on your resume as well. It just looks like you know what you're doing. The About section. The About section is crucial because it's a summary of who you are and what you bring to the table. But beyond that, it's also a key area where you can make your profile more searchable for recruiters. And how do we do that? We write a compelling narrative about your background, your skills, and your goals. But to ensure you're easily found by recruiters, we want to incorporate relevant industry keywords and job-specific terms into your About section. This will help your profile surface in the LinkedIn recruiter searches that we conduct when we're looking for candidates with specific skills and experience. And why the keywords matter: when we're doing our LinkedIn search function to find potential candidates, the search queries are often based on keywords. So if your profile contains the right terminology, like specific skills, tools, technologies, certifications, or job titles, your profile is more likely to show up in those searches. So in addition to having the job title listed in your experience, ensure that you put it in the About section 3 to 4 times. If you're in digital marketing, keywords like SEO, content strategy, PPC, Google Analytics, social media marketing, and lead generation. If you're a software developer, for example, using terms like JavaScript, React, full stack development, and agile methodology will just simply help you populate. Keep in mind that while these keywords are usually associated with your title, you just populate higher. I can promise you that by doing this, you're going to see more recruiters and hiring managers seeing your page. Quick tip: focus on the most relevant key terms for your role and industry and naturally integrate them into your summary. Avoid keyword stuffing, repeating terms unnaturally, but be strategic about highlighting your core skills. One of the most overlooked sections on your LinkedIn profile is going to be the featured section. It's optional but helpful, and it's a great place to showcase your work. So think of it as like a media and portfolio link, and you can pin certain things at the top of your profile page. So the first thing I always tell people is when you have an optimized resume, have that as the first thing, because you're using your LinkedIn profile to almost supplement your resume. So having it posted is a great way for recruiters and hiring managers to download your resume almost immediately. This section allows you to highlight specific content like articles, posts, or external links that you're particularly proud of. So if I go back to the marketing example, if you have a portfolio of work, this is where you can add those items to represent your strengths or notable achievements. If you are a copywriter, this is where you could share blog posts, white papers. It's also a place, if you're in sales, where you can share your awards. You want to show, not just tell, what you've done. This could include links to your, like I said, portfolio, blog, presentations, articles, and you can even upload videos. Adding multimedia such as PDFs, slides, or videos to the relevant sections of your profile, like work experience, summary, or education, can make your profile way more dynamic and engaging. If you scroll down, recommendations is also another overlooked area. Recommendations from colleagues, supervisors, or clients help build trust and provide social proof of your abilities. My recommendation is that you should reach out to people who you've worked with and who you know will give you a good recommendation. And don't be afraid to give recommendations yourself, because often people will share. I know people in industry have actually reached out and said, can you share this particular project that I worked on for you and write something around that, because I'm looking for a job where I can support those projects in the future. And it also then opens up the opportunity for you to use them as a recommendation during the interview process. The last couple things that you're going to do are really not towards your profile, but specifically how to use LinkedIn as a networking platform. So I think these are probably the best tips I can give you as a recruiter. So having an active and broad network increases your visibility and credibility. Connect with colleagues, classmates, industry leaders, and others in the field that you want to go work. And don't be afraid to personalize the connection requests. I tell all of my clients that I coach that the best way to go search for a job is hunt for the job. So let's assume that you're finding a company that's hiring we'll go back to a digital marketing manager. Go to that company's website and apply for the role. And each role is going to have a requisition number. Cut and paste that. Now go to LinkedIn, go to their company page, and then search for the director of digital marketing, the VP of marketing, the chief marketing officer, and connect with them directly and say, I just applied on your website for requisition number, cut and paste it in. I'm really interested in this position, and leave it at that. After you connect with them, they're going to go to your LinkedIn profile page and they're going to see how optimized that you've made it. They're going to go to your about section and read all of those keyword terms and all of the buzzwords that you've put in there. And they're going to see that you've pinned your resume. So now you're miles ahead of all the other candidates that are still going through the AI bot applicant tracking system, parsing your resume over. And I promise you that if they're not the right person to reach out to, they're going to get your resume or your profile in front of the right person, or tell you, hey, you know what? I'm not the right person, but connect with, and they're going to give you the team. This is the best way to network and optimize your LinkedIn profile as well as your job search.